I'm starting to think Angela Rayner might be curtains for her, however unfair this is. So the police in Manchester now saying multiple allegations about Rayner. There's two things going on here. She's got two houses. She said she lived in one. She may have lived in the other. The reason that matters is when she sold the other one, she didn't pay tax on the profit. And secondly, there's something to do with filling out the electoral register for the wrong address. Does it matter, this, Ben?
It does matter because she said she'll resign if she's found to have done anything wrong, Jeremy. So, yes, this is the woman who, if the polls are right, in 6 months' time is going to be the Deputy Prime Minister of this country, quite possibly. And here she is, maybe risking all of that because of something that took place more than 10 years ago.
But the reason I'm wearing a red wristband here is last night I went to see this brilliant comedian who goes under the name Jonathan Pye. Okay, so right. Jonathan Pye is like a kind of almost like a spoof reporter, right. Not his real. And he was very big on this stuff of everyone pointing at Angela Rayner. She made £1,500.
Hey,
Michelle Mone was 50 million.
That is the amount is totally irrelevant. It's the principle here. And this woman has made a rod for her own back in all this. If, as she says, she has the proof that she's taken tax advice and she has the proof that would exonerate her, why is she not publishing it? We were told at the weekend that the Labour Party has also seen her tax advice, but they're refusing to publish it. Why is that the case? She's also, we had that interview at the weekend where she went on Newsnight, and Newsnight very nicely for the Labour Party edited an interview she had done where she would not commit to resigning if she was found to have done something illegal.
Yes, that was a strange moment. I couldn't get my head around that.
I got my head around it. It's because the Labour Party officials had said, staffers had said to the Newsnight team and to the political editor in particular that they wanted that bit edited out because it made her look bad.
But they then reinstated it, did they?
Well, they only reinstated it.
Yeah.
No, they only reinstated it.
But we know she's going to have to resign if she's done something wrong.
They must be absolutely confident she hasn't, because Keir Starmer's backing her.
No, I don't think they are confident. I think it's much deeper than that. I think Starmer hasn't looked at the so-called tax evidence because he wants to be able to say if it's found she has done something wrong, well, nothing to do with it.
They wouldn't come out and defend her in the way they have unless they were pretty confident.
Really?
They're defending her in the way they are now if she's not showing the evidence that she says will exonerate.
But I disagree with you. I think of course the amount matters. You've got people that are not paying billions of pounds in tax. You've got corporations that are paying...
I'm sorry.
But saying it's the principle is like you're sacking someone for stealing a post.
When the companies that aren't paying billions are on the front page of the Times...
The people you're talking about are not likely to be the Deputy Prime Minister of this country.
They have far more power.
You have to have integrity. And if this turns out to be the case, it will show that she hasn't got integrity.
Or that she made a mistake.
No, because she says she has. Well, and I think the question we all have to ask is when she spoke to these people that she got the advice from, how do we know what she told them?
I don't really. This thing of we need to see her accountant's advice. I'm not interested. Accountants can be wrong. You're still breaking the law if you take their advice and it's wrong. It doesn't matter.
Show us it then.
The famous Ken Dodd case. You remember that where he was, he was acquitted of tax fraud, but the judge said this case. I'm just going to repeat the judge's words here. This case has shown it is not possible for comedians to be accountants. However, in some cases, it is possible for accountants to be comedians, which is a great... And she's probably got a comedian accountant.
So why didn't she show it at the start? Transparency is really important.
Because probably she's probably done something wrong and she's, doing the classic thing of running away.
She's going to get found out because the truth will always
I don't think she's going to... I mean, this is heartbreaking for her, isn't it? Because she's just about to be... If they win the election, she would be looking at Deputy Prime Minister and then suddenly, bang, it's gone. It's politics.
You're already giving her the benefit of the doubt saying that she made a mistake. She might have made a mistake. Well, whatever has happened, whether she made a mistake or whether she did this on purpose, she needed to be transparent.
Your thing of if the amount doesn't matter, you would have someone thrown in jail for nicking a plastic spoon from Starbucks.
Well, you can put words in my mouth if you like, and that's not what I said. I'm talking about integrity and a principle about a woman who is likely to be Deputy Prime Minister of this country.
But does this bother you more than the massive corporations, global corporations that make billions and billions of pounds?
That's not illegal.
That's not illegal, right? I mean, I'm thinking Michelle Mone is what I was thinking.
But it's more scandalous.
It's not, but it's not illegal, and that is the entire point.
So I need to read out a thing saying Angela Rayner has insisted that she's done nothing wrong. A spokesman said she'd always made it clear she spent time at her husband's property when they had children and got married, as he did at hers. But the house she owned remained her main home. Don't start, let's just leave it there. Let's just let her have a little corrective statement until things change on the ground.